quick minute since I made that last video, but now's as good as time as any on this beautiful day to do the Duralast GT brake update. So, good news is I got the Mustang fixed. By the time you see this video, I'll have already had a video out for Memorial Day. I did some driving, so. Alright, so where to start? When I got the Duralast GT brake pads, they seemed reliable. They said, hey, it's a good pad. You can, do whatever with it, and, like better braking and all that good stuff. So I get them put on. I go driving with Tyler, which is one of the Push Mountain Road videos that I made. In short, it ended up warping the rotors, and I had to take it back to the same guy to get them redone. Well, he said he couldn't do them again, so he had to put new rotors on. I was like, great, so that's the start to some of my problems. Well, I didn't ask him to look at the rear brakes, and so he calls me and says, hey, your rear pads need replaced. And I was like, well, I didn't ask you to look at the rear pads, but he said he was already starting to turn the rotors on the back, and he couldn't put new ones, put the new rotors back on, new turned rotors, without putting new pads on it, which I thought was a load of crap. There's a massive spider in my trunk. I don't know if you can see it or not. No, he went inside. Anyways, so he couldn't put them back on. So I was like, whatever. Put new pads on the back, put new rotors on the front. We'll see how it goes. Well, then that started probably an 8-month process of trying to figure out where I was getting these noises. My brake pads weren't making good contact all around, and I finally got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm tired of messing with it. We're just gonna go back to the original pads that were on it. These haven't been much better. I'm gonna turn everything back to OEM pads. So that's what I did. Put everything back. Took one day. A few hours of one day. Put all of it back to original equipment, or the equivalency of it. Duralast Gold brakes is what I went with. And then when I got to talking to one of the guys, he ended up saying that Duralast GT brakes were a step below Duralast Gold. I was like, oh, well, the guy who originally told me said that Duralast GT brakes were their top-notch brakes, which turned out to be a lie. So, my rating of the Duralast GT brakes, I'd probably give it like a 2.5 out of 5, just because there was a ton of brake dust. They never really worked that good. I don't really notice a difference, to be honest. And then when I put Duralast Gold on, brake dust is back to, a minimal amount, the usual amount. So, yeah, getting Duralast GT brakes is pretty much just a waste of money. I would not recommend anybody doing it, just for that reason. That spider, I found him, knocked him off. So anyways, I wouldn't recommend anybody doing it for that reason. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. So this will be the Duralast GT brake pad update 3 and final one, because now I got Duralast Gold on there. So if you want to go ahead and throw a Duralast Gold pad review on this one, I give them 5 out of 5. I put them back on. I haven't had a squeak, a noise, a single problem since I put them all back on to Duralast Gold. So, that pretty much says it for itself. So, alright guys, well, that was the quick update. Glad to have the Mustang back and running again, and it's warm out and nice days for cruising. That's what I intend on doing. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you later.